Hey, good people. This is Katrina and Daddy. You want to say hi to the good people, Daddy? Ooh, he said no. He's in the space. But anyway, I haven't done StreamYard Live in a while. But I wanted to come on and just talk about doing better for yourself, for your community. Um, and I talk about this because on my TikTok page, I have been uploading daily videos with regards to Black history and the importance of inventors, of people who have impressions and have done the work and under the certain conditions that they had to work and continue to move forward with. So I entitled this one Do Better for Yourself, but I'm going to also add for your community and for where you live. You understand? Right now, we're in a space in 2023, and this is my opinion that we're in a space to where it seems like we're going backwards, you know. And as sad as I can say it, it seems like the majority of people want to go backwards. We actually had a so-called president that actually wanted to go backwards, to be able to move forward again, I guess. But right now, I'm just sort of concerned about where we are in terms of supporting each other in our communities, within ourselves, and putting ourselves and making ourselves go to a higher standard with regards to, learning, education, not just just accepting any old thing and complaining about things. As I did my research with the Black History Inventors and those who have made just mass markings in the African American community, it took me back to say, these people did it under worse conditions, way worse conditions to where we are right now. There were no subsidized programs. There were no types of programs that was even in existence back then that could or would help any person of color. And so now, when I speak on doing better for yourself, I'm speaking about pulling yourself up, attaching yourself to certain programs to be able to help you since they exist. I want people to win. If anybody knows me, they know that I am a cheerleader for what is right. I support different programs through whatever it means that I support different programs. And that's because I believe either in the mission or I believe in the individuals that's supporting that program. And for me, I'm just coming to say, let's do better for ourselves. As this Black history, even though for me, Black history is 365 days a year, no one can put a time limit on there because we are timeless people. But I say this only because I want us to be able to move past what is given to you right in sight. We have so much down deep inside of us. It's golden. It's unbelievable jewels that's inside of us. And I spoke yesterday on one of my TikTok videos how we have to push our children past the fact of them complaining, not saying what they're not going to do and what they can't do. I find a lot of parents have given in to those cries, and which ultimately teaches the child or the children that they can give up. And for me, I just think the standard ought to be a little bit higher when it comes to. And a lot of times I found in my past and dealing with a lot of parents accepted that because they themselves were told that they could not do better. This is it. You can't go past it. You're not going to do better for yourself. And so, even with those little things that they receive from somebody, they have passed on to their kids, and because their kids don't understand something or the parent don't understand something, they gave up. Can you imagine right now how many actual mathematicians, how many engineers, how many scientists, how many of just doctors, whatever at the top of their game could have existed if we didn't have people that always put down or always speak negative to people, especially children? My heart, anybody knows me, my heart is with children and with seniors. I believe that adults can make, if they're in the right mind, can make their own decisions and do right and do better. But when it comes to children, I believe they need to be protected. I believe they need to be protected 2000%. I also believe that seniors that's no longer able to be in their capacity should be able to be helped. It's something about what God word says about children and seniors. Well, he don't say it doesn't say children and seniors like that, but there's something special there. And so I'm just saying these children and seniors and adults make up the community. And I just want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can for ourselves in order to go out and uplift the community. And I say this again only because I've been doing some research for the last couple of weeks, and I presented a lot of my information on my TikTok page, and with regards to where we are in terms of bringing light to those who have come before us, and some of the hard work and the things that they had to endure to get there. And I'm feeling like, well, in 2023, why are some people so far behind the mark and not willing to live up to their potential? And it's so many conclusions that you can come to, but I just want to help inspire somebody to be able to say, you know what, you don't have to just leave it here. You can move beyond. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, how did Dr. Martin Luther King, Mr. Shuttlesworth, and all of these people who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King under the conditions of dogs, water holes, now it's bean bags, now it's sometimes bullets, but how do you get to do that and still be able to pull out what you pull out? You know, People became, entrepreneurs. As hard as people are trying to get you to go backwards and to stop, people actually stop. People actually stop supporting. It's like nobody really believes in the dream for another person or will not support another person because it's not them. And in my research and dealing with a lot of the Black history folks, it took other Black people to be able to help them get to the next level. And that's awesome. And I'm saying, what happened? What happened? I asked my dad, who's sitting right next to me, you know, what type of neighborhoods and things did you, which I know what type he grew up in, but of course it was different when I came along. And he said the neighbors, they helped each other. They helped each other. In spite of what they didn't have, they still helped each other. They looked out for the children. Right now we got so much people just coming up and taking children off the street because they're closed eyes and closed ears. The drapes are pulled. There's no one sitting on the porch. There's no more big mamas or big papas sitting on the porch looking out for their community. This should bother you. This should bother you just like it's bothering me. We have to do better for ourselves, yourself, and the community. You call out the churches that's not doing anything. Put them out of business. Yeah, well, Daddy, the truth is the truth. If you're not helping the people in the community in which you serve, and you driving around in a Mercedes, a Bentley, and all this other type of stuff, and people, and most of the majority of the people that's coming to your church are single women that need help and can't hardly pay their rent, there's something wrong with that. It's something wrong with it. And I just speak. But anyway, peace and blessings, and thank you for tuning in. And feel free to leave a comment if you got some solutions. I'm willing to hear it. Put it out there so maybe it will ring true with somebody else, and somebody else can pick up this message and pass it along. Peace and blessings. Bye.
Bye.